Boilermakers' offense, but it just wasn't enough to overcome Oregon's overwhelming performance. One moment that highlighted Purdue's struggles was a short 5-yard pass from Browne to tight end Max Clair. It could have been a spark for the Boilermakers, but Clair fumbled the ball, and Oregon pounced on the recovery. It was a moment that symbolized the tough night ahead for Purdue. Browne's night was a tough one. He completed 9 of 19 passes for 95 yards and rushed for 71 yards, but his final throw of the game ended in an interception, sealing Purdue's fate. Purdue's offense had some bright moments, especially from senior running back Reggie Love III, who rushed for 93 yards. But stringing together large gains consistently was a challenge all night long. Head coach Ryan Walters, in his first year at the helm, is still adjusting to leading the offense. And against a powerhouse like Oregon, those adjustments were on full display as Purdue's play-calling struggled to make a significant impact. On the other side of the field, Oregon quarterback Dillon Gabriel was nearly flawless. A Heisman Trophy candidate, Gabriel completed 21 of 25 passes for 290 yards and 2 touchdowns. And while Purdue tried to pressure him with a 4-man pass rush, Oregon's offensive line, led by sophomore center Iapani Lululu, held strong all night. Oregon entered the game ranked 89th in red zone offense, but against Purdue, they found their rhythm. The Ducks scored all 5 of their touchdowns inside the red zone, leaving the Boilermakers unable to mount a serious defense. Purdue's best chance to score came in the second quarter with a 36-yard field goal attempt by freshman Spencer Horth. But when that kick sailed wide, it seemed to sum up the night for the Boilermakers, a night of missed opportunities. The missed kick was met with groans and disappointment from the Purdue faithful, while the Oregon Ducks and their fans celebrated as if everything was going according to plan. Even a costume mishap for Oregon's mascot at the start of the game couldn't disrupt their momentum. In the second half, Oregon continued to dominate on both sides of the ball. The Ducks finished with 500 total yards of offense and kept the Boilermakers off the scoreboard, handing Purdue its 6th straight loss and their first shutout since 2013. For Browne and the Boilermakers, it was a night of hard lessons. Though the result was painful, Browne showed flashes of potential, especially with his legs, rushing for 71 yards. But for Purdue, the pieces just didn't come together. The Purdue faithful continued to stand behind their team, knowing that this is a rebuilding year with a first-year head coach and a young quarterback at the helm. But the road ahead is tough, and the Boilermakers will need to find answers quickly if they hope to turn things around. After the game, Coach Ryan Walters acknowledged the challenges his team faces, but he remained optimistic about the future. With more tough games ahead, Purdue will need to regroup, refocus, and find a way to get back into the win column. As the Boilermakers walk off the field, there's still hope for better days ahead. But for now, the focus shifts to learning from this defeat and preparing for the next battle. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this breakdown of Purdue's game against Oregon, be sure to like and subscribe for more college football content. We'll be following Purdue throughout the season, so stay tuned for more updates.